Sometimes you need crappy days so that the other days seem less crappy. A relative said this to me the other day and I cleaned up the language. But when you look at life that way, it's extremely difficult to enjoy it and be positive. And if you're struggling with these negative thoughts and looking at the world in a positive lens, stay tuned for this video because today we'll be discussing 5 ways how to stop thinking negative about life. Let's start with the first one now. Number 1, run in the rain. Trying to make your goals happen can often seem like you're running a marathon. It's very easy to be negative when you're not making any progress. But conversely, it's easy to be positive when you're taking steps in the right direction each and every day. The only issue is the conditions. Sometimes it's raining, sometimes it's not how we like it. And I remember years ago I was training for a marathon and I was making tremendous progress. But when it would rain, I would not run. And then a friend pointed out to me that that's not a good enough reason not to do it. And the rain would not melt me. And I'll never forget that first day running in the rain. How empowering it was, how refreshing it was. I started to realize that's the key to being more positive. To grow every day. And yeah, if it's sunny, amazing. If you get that help, great. If you can get all the situations in your life aligned to make it easier, perfect. But if not, if it's raining, run anyway. Do whatever you can to start moving in the right direction. So when the situation is not to your liking, just visualize it like it's raining and say, okay, it's not sunny, but I'm going to move forward anyway. Make sure, if you want to be positive, to run in the rain. Number 2, do you own a time machine? I'm sorry to break this to you, but you're not perfect. You've made mistakes and you're going to continue to make them. I ask this question to myself now whenever I do something stupid or I make a mistake. Do I own a time machine? And my answer is always, not yet. Seriously, start asking this to yourself because you'll give yourself a little chuckle and you'll help yourself get over the mistakes you make. It's easy to be negative when you don't do something to your liking, when you're not perfect. But all I need to do is realize that I cannot go back. You cannot go back in time. All you can do is learn from what's happened and try to make a better future from what you've done in the past. Ask yourself if you own a time machine. And if you don't, stop beating yourself up because you can't go back and redo it. Number 3, embrace being the low man. Have you ever heard the term low man on the totem pole? No one wants it. It's a negative term. It's a person at the company who's replaceable. It's the amateur. It's the nothing. It's the nobody. But this saying does not make a whole lot of sense. You see, totem poles are about 30 to 40 feet high. And they would put the inexperienced carvers near the top. And think about it, because eye level is about 6 to 10 feet. They would put the most skilled people on the bottom because that's where they needed the artwork. That's where it needed to be perfect. The point I'm trying to make is you should embrace being that low man because that's where you're going to do your greatest work. You're going to be humble. You're not going to have an ego. You're going to let people coach you and teach you. People will have low expectations of you. And maybe when you're in a rut, that's when you need to be there because that's when you'll learn so much about yourself and what really matters to you in your life. So if you're the low man right now, embrace it. This is where you're going to make the greatest work, the greatest contribution, and one day end up on top. Embrace being the low man. Number 4, make a grocery list. Months ago, I needed to go to the grocery store to get one thing: fabric softener. I thought it'd be a simple trip, in and out. But what happened was I went in the store, saw all these deals, I spent 45 minutes in there, spent $200, and I didn't get the one thing I needed. I did not get the fabric softener. It was so frustrating. And that's what unhappiness is. You don't even know what you want, but you're killing yourself to get it. My point being, be clear on what you want. I can make videos on goal setting, but one thing that I do in the morning when I'm in the shower, I ask one thing. What is one thing I could do today that would excite me? The emphasis on do. Make sure that you're doing one thing each and every day that excites you. Once you do that, it'll be like me getting that fabric softener. You can check that thing off your list and you'll be so much more positive because you'll get what you wanted. Make a grocery list for what you want in your life. And the 5th and final way on how to stop thinking negative about life. Be a boxer, not a fencer. I got this idea from Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. He explained that a fencer relies on their power from an outside source. They have to pick up their sword to be effective. But a boxer only needs to clench their fists. This is very similar to that first idea of running in the rain. You see, if you're waiting for that ideal circumstance or that guru to help you along the way, it's like being a fencer. It's not part of you. But once you realize you can control your destiny and do anything in your life if you put your mind to it, you're a boxer. All you need to do is clench your fists. I hope these 5 ideas help you clench your fist to become that boxer you need to knock out any obstacle in your life. My friend, if you want more videos like this, subscribe to my channel today and hit the bell notification so you don't miss anything. My next video should be on self-awareness, one of the key topics to being effective in your life. Stay tuned for that. But for now, I'm signing off. This is your friend Michael Unks, inspiring you to learn, laugh, and love. Hope you enjoyed this video. Can't wait to see you in the next one.